The talking mango tree in a quiet village, surrounded by fields of golden wheat and small mud houses, painted with bright colors. There stood an old, enormous mango tree. It was so big that its branches spread like open arms, giving shade to half the playground. Children loved to sit under it. During summers, elders drank tea under it, and birds made little nests all over its branches. But what no one knew not, even the birds, was that this mango tree could talk. The tree had been alive for more than 100 years, listening to human laughter, sorrows, secrets, and prayers. He had learned every sound of the world, but he had never used his voice, not even once. The tree believed humans would not understand or might get scared, but deep inside, he always wished he could talk to someone kind. In that same village lived two children, Zaina, a playful girl with bright eyes and endless questions, and Rayan, her younger brother, whose imagination was larger than the sky. They were known as the adventure kids of the village. Every day after school, they ran to the mango tree, threw their school bags on the soft grass, and talked for hours. Zaina would say, "Tree Baba, today Miss gave us homework, Bahatsya, save me please." Rayan would laugh, "Tree Baba agar up, bausakt na, tuyumari, complain bi na suneni." They joked with the tree, not knowing he actually listened carefully, enjoying their innocent chatter. One summer afternoon, something strange happened. The heat was unbearable, and the village was expecting a storm. Strong winds began to blow, and clouds gathered like a dark army in the sky. Everyone rushed home, but Zaina and Rayan, on their way back, noticed a baby bird fallen near the mango tree. Its tiny wings were trembling. Zaina picked it up gently. "Oh no, poor thing, its nest must have fallen." Rayan looked up, worried. "Storm on a Wallahi, hum kaye karin." They looked at the huge tree for help. Zaina whispered, "Tree Baba, protect him please." The winds grew stronger, bending smaller plants and throwing dust everywhere. The mango tree felt a sudden ache in his branches. He wanted to help the children. For the first time in 100 years, he whispered softly, "Put the bird under my roots. I will protect." Zaina and Rayan froze. Their eyes widened. Zaina grabbed Rayan's arm so tightly that he squeaked, "Did you hear that?" Zaina whispered. Rayan gulped, Yes. Tree Baba." The voice came again, deeper this time, like the sound of earth moving. "Hurry, children, the storm is strong. Tree Baba can talk." Rayan screamed, and even the approaching thunder paused for a moment. But the fear didn't stay long there. Shock turned to amazement. They carefully placed the baby bird between the roots. The tree curled some of his roots around it to shield it. The storm hit with full force. Trees shook violently, rooftops rattled, and dust flew everywhere. But the mango tree stood firm like a shield. Not a single branch broke, nor did the bird tremble again. After an hour, the storm passed. Zaina and Rayan came out of hiding and ran to the tree. They touched its trunk carefully. "Tree Baba, did you really talk?" Zaina whispered. The tree responded gently, "Yes, I did." Rayan jumped in excitement. "Yehi, knew it. You are magical." "Zaina, you mari dosti abi, or powerful hoge." The tree laughed softly, and his leaves shook like they were clapping. "I have been here long before your grandparents were born. I have seen hundreds of summers, monsoons, and winters, but I have never spoken to anyone. You, too, are special." Zaina smiled proudly. "Special? Rahan Daka. I told you, I'm a genius. Rayan rolled his eyes. Han, genius, madam. The tree chuckled again, making the branches sway. From that day on, Zaina and Rayan visited the tree every afternoon. They told him about school, homework, teachers, their dreams, and even their fights. The tree enjoyed every moment, especially when Rayan tried to climb him and failed every single time. One day, Rayan asked, "Tree Baba, why only we can hear you?" The tree replied, "Because you two talk from the heart. Most humans stopped listening to the world. They hear only what they want." Zaina nodded seriously, like a teacher. Different Hain. Rayan laughed. Crazy Hain. The tree agreed politely. A little time passed. The mango tree did something surprising. He began giving the sweetest mangoes only to Zaina and Rayan. When other children climbed and tried to pluck, the mangoes stayed high. But when these two came, a branch bent down as if greeting them, placing the ripe fruit gently into their hands. "Tree, Baba, you spoil us." Zaina giggled. "This is my gift to my friends," the tree replied. But the peaceful days did not last long. One morning, men from the city arrived with machines, measuring tapes, and loud voices. They gathered around the mango tree and made marks on the ground. Zaina saw them from far away. Iekya Horaha. "Why are they marking our tree?" Rayan ran to one of the men and asked, "Uncle, what are you doing?" "We are clearing this land for a new road," the man replied. "This tree will be cut down next week." Zaina's heart dropped. Rayan felt his breath stop. They ran to the tree. "Tree, Baba," Zaina whispered with trembling lips. The tree already knew. His voice sounded heavier, sadder. "My time may be ending, children." "No," Rayan cried, hugging the trunk tightly. "They can't cut you. You are family." The tree gently rustled his leaves. Everything in nature has a time. Zaina wiped her tears. "Fiercely no hum kuch karenge. Hum kisi ko boling. We won't let them cut you." They ran home and told their parents, neighbors, and even the village elders. Everyone loved the mango tree. Hundreds of childhood memories lived under its shade. But the city project had government approval. No one knew how to stop it. Days passed. The tree didn't talk much, saving energy worrying for the children more than for himself. Zaina and Rayan visited him daily, bringing water, hugging him, crying silently. One day, Zaina said, "Tree Baba, why don't you talk to everyone? Tell the whole village you can speak. They'll protect you." The tree sighed deeply, his leaves drooping. "If humans know I can talk, they will not protect me. They will capture me. They will take me away for experiments. I will not be free." Rayan whispered. "Then what do we do?" The tree's voice was calm. "Maybe it is time to let me go," Zaina shouted. "Nitrogen monoxide. I'm not listening. I refuse." But the tree stayed silent. The next morning, when workers arrived with axes and machines, the entire village gathered around the tree, forming a human wall. The children stood at the front. Rayan shouted, "We won't let you cut him," Zaina yelled. "He gives shade to everyone. He belongs here." A government officer stepped forward angrily. "Move aside. This tree must be removed." But before anything could happen, something extraordinary took place. A deep tremor passed through the ground like the heartbeat of the earth itself. The mango tree raised all its branches high, leaves glowing golden, as sunlight broke through the clouds. A soft voice filled the air, not loud enough for everyone to hear words, but strong enough to make everyone feel something, like a warm memory. People gasped. The air felt sacred. Even the workers froze. Zaina whispered, "Tree Baba, are you using your magic?" The tree replied so softly that only she and Rayan could hear. "Not magic, just truth." Suddenly, the roots pushed gently upward, revealing dozens of small, fresh mango saplings growing around the old tree. Tiny, green, alive. The crowd gasped. "These saplings, Sait and Elda, are future trees. Cutting this one will kill dozens of new ones." The environment officer hesitated. We didn't know." Within hours, villagers signed a petition. The elders convinced the authorities to shift the road a few meters away. Environmental groups supported the cause. The plan changed. The tree was saved. When the news reached Zaina and Rayan, they ran to the tree, laughing and crying together. "We did it. We saved you." Rayan hugged the trunk. "Tree Baba, you're safe." The tree's voice was full of relief and love. "Thank you, my brave children." That night, stars twinkled above the mango tree like jewels. On a dark blue cloth, Zaina and Rayan sat under his branches. The tree whispered, "One day, even I will return to the earth. But until then, we will share many stories." Zaina smiled and placed her hand gently on the bark. "Tree Baba, promise you will never stop talking to us." The tree answered, "As long as the wind flows through my leaves, you will hear my voice." Years passed. Zaina and Rayan grew older, but their bond with the tree grew deeper. They studied under his shade, cried under his branches, shared their dreams, and celebrated their successes. The tree became the heart of the village, a symbol of love, friendship, and nature's wisdom. And every time summer arrived, the two friends found the sweetest mangoes hanging just above their heads, gifts from a friend who had spoken only to them. Moral: true friendship is not bound by shape, age, or even words. It is felt by the heart.